Hey guys, first video in my car, so whoop whoop. All right, so concept of don't judge lest you be judged. I'm learning more and more that everything to do with judgment cuts off the flow of love. So God is in all things and through all things. When we judge things, so God is in all things and through all things, and God also creates evil and good. Those are both Bible verses. So also all bad things work out for good. So that being said, when we judge something, we're cutting ourselves off from another person, a situation, or ourselves. So example, you judge someone else, you feel negative energy, and you're saying, hey, this person shouldn't be doing this. You're literally causing negative energy to go to them and also to you in the actual, I mean this in like actuality. If you study people in metaphysics, if you think a thought, literally they can check your electromagnetism of your field, and when the person thinks a thought, it goes out of their field and into their field, and it matches up at the same time. It's instantaneous. So when Jesus says like don't think bad thoughts towards someone else, or you do something, it's as if you're actually doing it, because you're actually affecting the other person's energetic field. So that being said, when you judge, you are being judged. You cut off your energy, your flow from the other person, and you feel negative inside. Anything that takes away your peace is not fruit of the Spirit. It's fruit of the devil, fruit of whatever you want to call it. I'm not trying to make things out to be some horrible thing, but they should be conscious that if you don't have peace, you're not bearing fruit. So if you judge someone and it takes away your peace and you have this righteous anger, you're not bearing fruit. No good can come from it. Now, there's a difference between discernment, like, hey, this is maybe not the best thing, but with positive, loving intentions, that's good. But you can be positive and loving, like, hey, don't do that, I love you so much. But if you're losing all this peace inside of you, chances are you're not bearing fruit in 90% of the situations. Another situation, say you're judging a situation. I don't like this traffic. I'm actually about to enter traffic. Awesome. So you don't judge. When you're judging a situation, you're literally cutting yourself off from the moment of having peace in that moment. So you're cutting yourself off from loving in yourself in the actual moment. I don't know if I said that well. If you're not being present, you're probably not enjoying the moment. You're not being present, and no new thoughts, creativity, etc. are not flowing through you. So if you judge a situation, you're cutting yourself off the present moment, and all we have is the present moment. It's the present, to be in the present. Also, you judge yourself. A lot of people have negative self-talk. People don't even know it. They have anxiety. Or I'm a bad person. I could have done this better, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I should have said this and that. Judging yourself cuts yourself off from love flowing from yourself to yourself. So no matter what, when you judge, you're cutting yourself off from others, the moment, or yourself. And you can use discernment and be like, hey, maybe this isn't the best thing, but don't use negative energy. If you don't have peace while doing it, it's probably not the best thing to be doing. Now, this whole Kanye West thing going around. Kanye West has become a Christian, blah, blah, doing good things, doing gospel songs, and everyone's like, hey, is he gonna mess up? Is he awakened now? Does he know God? But he's probably gonna mess up in the future, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I'm also trying not to judge people judging other people. So I'm aware of even that conflict in myself. It rises up. So you might stop judging other people, but then you judge other people for judging other people. It's weird. It happens. So anyways, God gave Kanye West free will, gave him a huge spectrum of black and white of, some of his songs are just, crazy, right? You listen to it, you'd be like, oh my God, someone's actually said that. And then he has all these gospel songs. Well, we don't need Kanye West to be perfect. God doesn't need Kanye West to be perfect. The gospel, which is good news, doesn't need Kanye to be perfect. And to be honest, if Kanye West goes and murders 20 hookers right now, divorces his wife, denounces God, says God's an idiot, and Kanye West is God now, he still has done more good than the majority of humanity just with this one album. He did the right thing one time on a huge platform where millions of people are going to hear about God, And we need Kanye West to be perfect for some reason. We don't need Kanye West to be perfect. Kanye West is allowed to do whatever he wants to do, and it doesn't need to take away our peace. We don't need to defend God. We don't need to have all this anxiety about saving the world's and everyone's individual soul. That is not weight that should be on any one person, except maybe one. But you get my drift, right? So just don't live in judgment. Don't cause separation from other people. And here's another thing. When people share new ideas, we have an ego that wants to stay alive. Like, I think this way, and I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, or whatever, right? I'm a Christian, you're an atheist, whatever. It doesn't. Our ego tries to keep our identity alive, but it does not serve us. We need to rule over our ego. So when we get shared a new idea, a lot of people have a physical reaction. We're like, oh, I can't believe that. How could anyone believe that? It's just an idea. How is an idea that you don't believe affecting your mood so much? Why? Because you live in judgment. And when you live in judgment against this other belief, it literally cuts yourself off from source, from love. You're cut off. So Satan is a great condemner. He had pride. He had ego. He set himself apart from God, and then he fell. So when we judge, we set ourselves apart from others, from another idea, whatever, and it puts us into a lower energetic consciousness to where we can't have the kingdom of heaven inside of us. We can't have peace. We can't have love. We can't have joy. So ideas are not an issue. Ideas are not a threat to God, to you, to your identity. It's only a threat to the ego that you masquerade as, which is a false identity. So any idea that penetrates your mind or comes across your desk, it can exist on its own. You can go, oh, interesting, or interesting that anyone believes that, and I don't believe it. That's great, but I'm not personally offended by having ego and having my peace taken away from me. I am powerful. I am in power of my peace. I have dominion over my thoughts, my emotions. How can I don't let ideas be a threat to my reality? Anyways, don't live in judgment. Judgment sucks. The only thing you should judge is judgment itself, conceptually, not actually physically and emotionally. So anyways, thanks guys for listening. I'm out.